as for Spurs, Wilson Oliver has real ability and talent. Injuries have hampered him. Spurs fans haven't yet seen the best.
Hello guys. The final home game of the season is here. Aston Villa vs Tottenham.
Well, before kick-off, a moment
it's going to be a
reflect on the passing of Peter McParlin, who was the last surviving member of the 1957 FA Cup winning side, a second division champion and League Cup winner for the club in 1961.
Those two now become Holton is in the sky.
For former goalkeeper Jake Finley, who came through Villa in the mid-1970s.
Two Villa legends. Holton is in the sky. Yeah, be alright. Yeah, be alright. Holton is in the sky. Yeah, be alright. Yeah, be alright. Respect to our Holton's in the sky, that is. As those two become Holton in the sky, and like many other Villa legends. I swear my laptop needs to shush about viruses.
A club with so much history, but right now a club who certainly feel on the ups.
One last home game.
FA Cup final.
Yeah, yeah, Bio.
To return to the
Holton is in the sky. Yeah, Bio. Yeah, Bio. Let's go smash Tottenham. They're resting for the Europa League final. We've got to give them a battering. As our push for Champions League football continues here. Tottenham kick off as they're attacking Holton in this first half. We're attacking Minorska.
Instead, the burning question is whether Aston Villa will take advantage of facing a Tottenham Hotspur with their eyes on another prize.
Yeah. With Tottenham's eyes on the Europa League prize.
Spurs have had.
We've got to go for it, yeah. Watkins going for his ball, but the Tottenham goalie will get there first. Hey, I thought throw it.
Short run in the side.
What we've got to do is give him battering. We need the goal difference.
It seems on certain players. We've seen Kulusevski go off early in the defeat to Crystal Palace.
Brunei miscombo on me.
He's looked to rest players as much as
Brunei miscombo on me.
Closing games of the season.
Brunei miscombo on me. It's Rogers. Cash on the right.
Still break to a Villa.
That was a big deflected cross.
On the cover.
We've got the best midfield in the world. Bouba Kamara. What is it now? Bouba Kamara.
Leading minutes.
Barcelona. You're one of our own. Follow. Because we've got the best midfield in the world. Bouba Kamara. Barcelona. You're one of our own. Follow. Best midfield in the world.
Pivotal.
Well, I wouldn't say it's best midfield in the world, but it's definitely one of the best. Suburba, Valverde, Chouameni and Bellingham midfielders, that is. So yeah, that midfield on quality without class hours. It's cash.
It's to be the pattern, really.
Is it Spurs fans booing cash? I think it was.
That a win is so important because find themselves in a situation.
I think it's super important today. We're going to need it.
To beat Manchester United, where he certainly won't be able to catch Chelsea.
Brunei miscombo on me.
Depending on other results.
Brunei miscombo on me.
Yeah, look, I think they'll be realistic enough to know they need to win both games. They have to get to 69 points.
Basically, we need to win both games here. Otherwise,
the odd result
we could see us falling
to go in their favour.
Have a Champions League.
But they'll back themselves. They must be feeling 10 foot tall.
Oh no, Villa's on the way. Incredible. We're on the way to the Champions League. We're on the way.
8 matches in the Premier League.
I don't care. We all know Villa's on the way. We're on the way to the Champions League. We're on the way. That's it, down. Spurs 19, 5 points. The only win against Southampton. But yeah, for us it's 8 wins and 24 points.
Put there. Absolutely.
It'll become 27 if we win today. As a tick off for Palace game from our last 10 games.
Kinski just got his parcel over.
Holton is in the sky. Yeah, be alright. Yeah, be alright.
Addition really for since January. Dragoshin's injury.
Yeah, be alright.
Yeah, be alright.
about for a Tottenham throw. Not
no
Tottenham Villa throw.
They've had their injury issues. They actually started the season off quite reasonably well.
Yeah, they did. Tottenham
in 10 games, 16 points. That ratio that would have led to a season where they would have got around about 60 points.
Rashford's open to extending Villa's
lost
spell.
at home to Ipswich, and since then it's like the wheels fell off that day. Certainly haven't been able to recover in terms of Premier League form.
Every week we follow the boys in claret and blue. We even conquered Europe in 1992. The Villa boys from Aston. We travel near and far. You can hear us singing from the stands of Villa Park. Every week we follow the boys in claret and blue. We even conquered Europe in 1992. The Villa boys from Aston. We travel near and far. You can hear us singing from the stands of Villa Park. Hang on a minute.
Big chance for Son.
Son missed this, thank God. He tried to pass it across.
A fully fit, a fully firing, a fully confident young Min Son.
Yeah. Got to show because Son's going to be firing today. And he always scores against Villa, Son does.
To perfection there, he's in. He's
like,
out, he's ahead of
That's the truth, Son always scores against us.
And if the goalkeeper saves it, it might bounce to a teammate, but...
Yeah, that's a problem, so...
Trying to be unselfish, probably the wrong choice.
And nobody's scored more goals at Villa Park in the Premier League era than Son Heung-min.
Yeah, 6 goals at Villa Park. A couple of years ago, he picked up 2 when he won it like off Tottenham in 2020. Then he scored 2 again in 21-22. Then
had a chance to make it 7.
I think but
it's McGinn.
It could have been 15-16 got another 2, but I don't know.
They have been notoriously fast.
Or once they came in
goals relatively early.
One could have come in the
of this season.
Yeah, one came in the 23-14. The other must have come in the 15-16
6 games in the opening 15 minutes of those. So even in poor form.
Torres
into
Watkins always missed it. And the keeper missed it too. But it's back to Watkins anyway on this right hand side. Against Heung-min Son.
Here's Watkins again.
It's Kamara. Watkins! Straight the keeper.
I'll tell you what, really important touch from Kinski.
Kinski with an important touch. I thought he missed it.
Right on the head of
he touched it. I thought the keeper missed it.
The goalkeeper does well. Just to get a little touch on it, palm it away.
Oh, shit, balls.
Interesting thing for the last couple of games for Villa. They've been narrow victories with clean sheets. Which is a rarity for them this season. I think
there's
Spurs had 6.
Asensio, good build play this. Trying to Rodgers, but couldn't.
There, but Tottenham scrambling.
Against one it. Oh!
And then McGinn
firing over John McGinn.
Absolutely
we got McGinn. Super John McGinn. I just don't think you understand. He's doing the Irish man. He's better than Zidane. We've got Super John McGinn. We got McGinn, Super John McGinn. I just don't think you understand. He's doing the Irish man. He's better than Zidane. We've got Super John McGinn.
Knowing that there was going to be a
chance
sooner rather than later.
The ones out there, the back
for Spurs, 8 for Villa.
But yeah, next year, I'm planning to go more games with Villa Park hopefully.
Brilliant work from McGinn. Rodgers.
It's Rodgers.
Feeding it through.
Trying to feed through to Asensio, but overhit it.
The talent that
Asensio's not scored since the 2nd of April.
With those unavailable today, testament to the squad building.
Ooh, Super John McGinn. I just don't think you understand. He's doing Irish man. He's better than Zidane. We've got Super John McGinn. We've got McGinn. Ooh, Super John McGinn. I just don't think you understand. He's doing Irish man. He's better than Zidane. We've got Super John McGinn.
Semi-final and to have a really strong Premier League campaign again.
Kinski going along now. Moore's made a run through the middle. And Cash has to
Cash
be careful here
Cash
because
slipped.
Son's on his toes.
Still getting it back.
As well.
Had to pass it back to Martinez. He had no other choice. The 18th biggest Premier League season was Arsenal. So let's see. I don't think Tottenham will repeat the same though. Otherwise, the North London clubs will probably own Villa Park. They'll probably
into that right-hand channel. We know he likes to get forward.
Give Lash go on because Chelsea Man United kicking off in 35 minutes too.
So I know that Tottenham have an excellent away record at Villa Park as well.
Yeah, they've won every game ever since we returned to the Premier League, but won at Villa Park.
They faced in the Premier League era.
We know they've got a goal in them as well. I mean, as bad as the season has been, I think
yeah, Tottenham have a goal in them.
In the Premier League.
More goals than Villa.
Yeah, they score more goals than us, which is a problem. Oh yeah, listening to the song we're singing.
Yes.
We're walking along, singing our song. Shitty on the city as we go. Birmingham, are you listening? To the song we're singing. We're walking along, singing our song. Shitty on the city as we go.
Relatively, when you consider they've actually raised to.
Shit on the city. Shit on the city tonight. Everybody shit on the city. Is there? Oh, sorry. Shit on the city. Shit on the city tonight.
Continue through that period. They did beat PSG.
We follow the Villa. Oh, we are a Villa boys. We are a Villa boys. McGinn. Back to Madsen. He's going to go for it here. Over.
Maybe that's one.
Oh, he's weaker foot. Bell's on the right hand side and he's stronger foot. He can have a
bit, but I think we can all see what you're on about. Brilliant work from John McGinn. He's looked sharp in the
McGinn's looked sharp.
10 minutes here, hasn't he?
Good pass back to Madsen, but Madsen then flies it over.
To repeat the depth
we are a Villa boys. We are a Villa boys.
That's a Borussia Dortmund. On that bench.
Yeah, Digne on the bench.
From Chelsea.
Obviously signing from Chelsea. We did.
Losing out again.
Tottenham lose out. McGinn. Spencer lost out. McGinn to Asensio.
Asensio took it nicely.
Asensio took it nicely. Kamara. Watkins. Kamara can't get it. And Sarr beats him. Not Ishmael Sarr. Don't worry, chat. I think you all know that anyway. It's not Ishmael Sarr. But if it was, he probably scored 2 out. Starting well, we have.
Opening 10 minutes or so, John McGinn, the captain.
You're thinking Spurs coming here to Villa Park, where Villa have been unbelievably good. They are also one of the most physical teams in the league.
Yeah, we are.
Aston Villa, they're aggressive in everything they do.
Oh, so bad, John McGinn. I just don't think you understand. He's Unai Emery's man. He's better than Zidane. We've got Super John McGinn.
Getting through this game intact.
It's Son. Matty.
Let's see, here's Son.
Matty Cash, mate, watch out. You got Son coming at you.
Awkward one to defend.
Awkward to come to defend, but it's out for his first corner, unfortunately.
But they have strength from corners, don't they? 10 corners.
So as it stands, if we result stay like this, we'd go 5th, we would. Yeah, we'd go 5th, but if we get a win and puts us 4th on merit, with Man City and Tottenham still, Man City, Chelsea and Forest still have to play, and Newcastle of course, because Newcastle, they play Arsenal tomorrow.
Team tonight.
Go for it, if Newcastle lose tomorrow to
I feel Danso would be an obvious target maybe.
Arsenal, there's still a slight chance there that we could leapfrog Newcastle. Well, if Newcastle beat Arsenal, then that changes, because then we can still leapfrog Arsenal.
Son with Tottenham's first corner.
Son with Tottenham's corner, and Martinez gets it. He had it covered.
He's looking to get Villa going.
When he gets us going, goes to Madsen. Euros or 9, is it? Right, get it to McGinn. McGinn's in space.
Just because the side doesn't have much to play for.
I don't mind. Go to Madsen now. Oh, Torres! I said go to Madsen. Spaniard.
I do think that
it's Conta. Right. Go to Cash. Go to Cash. Or send it to Madsen. Right, sorry. Send it to Madsen now. Send it to Madsen.
Not to let that happen again.
Right. Get it to McGinn. Or do that, yeah.
Particular game.
Yeah, that's better.
Expect they couldn't be any worse here tonight.
There's Onana. Right, yeah, no choice there. Right, get it to Cash if you can. Right, Conte, get it to Matty Cash. Get it to Matty Cash. Drive and get it to him.
Cash able to get forward early on.
That's why I say get it to him, although we do remember free kick.
He's caught the eye at times with his dribbling. Would have probably wanted a few more goals in his loan spell. Just a couple to his name. So from Bayern Munich in
So we got a free kick here. In good positions, crosses it straight in.
Yeah, he's trying to pinch some. Yeah, he's trying to get the ball as further in.
Yeah.
Referee.
Good on you, Matty. Good on you. So Matty Cash will send this one in.
And Cash goes short.
To Asensio.
Asensio
to whip this one in.
So he's able to get that one away. And maybe break here. Odobert.
He's Odobert.
Room to run into. Decent hold up play.
To Son.
To feed
This
Son.
ain't good.
Tail in the middle. Son.
Goes for it. Wide. It's supposed behind the goal.
Martinez
over and wide.
Yeah, well, there's the first glimpse of the ability
Actually,
that
I don't
Wilson
think it was wide. I think it was a bit lower. That would have been on target for Heung-min Son.
Hold up play here.
So there's that. But you know, at least it ain't 1-0
He makes
Tottenham.
an offer inside, and because the ball doesn't come, watch what he does here. He goes outside, and that allows Son to come in and get the strike away. It's good play.
So a bit lower. That would have been it. That would have been 1-0 Tottenham, which would have been.
And the early signs are that Heung-min Son
terrible for us.
wants more goals here at Villa Park.
Yeah, he wants more goals at Villa Park. He does, despite the fact he's got a European final coming up next Wednesday.
Looking to win.
I think Tottenham will be looking to at least get a goal out of this game.
With Tottenham. 7 Premier League goals this season.
Only 7 league goals for Heung-min Son, I think. Actually, let me have a look. I think it is still 7, or maybe it could be 8 now. Let me have a look.
Looking for Watkins.
Yeah, 7 goals for Son this season. And Tottenham's top scorer is Brennan Johnson, with Madison and Solanke following.
Son's lowest scoring campaign in a Tottenham shirt since his first with the club. It was 10 years ago.
15-16, I believe that was.
Here is Son to try and find that through, and it's well taken.
It's Tell. Odobert, I mean, sorry, to Tell. Let me tell you something.
And Tell plays it across.
Oh, what a save!
Almost flicked it in.
That's a free kick.
That would have been a beautiful move.
Oh. Would have been, but what a save by Martinez.
You know,
he's still got it. He has. He's showing the bit. Good performances. We've gone with free kick.
But they carry a
Quick to
goal-scoring threat.
That'll be another free kick as well.
The strength of that team, and certainly
so
down
the strength of Tottenham is through Son. 45% of their attacks have been through the left. So, Matty, you got to step it up.
And this goes down as a really smart save, but there's no.
Obviously, United playing United versus Villa Watchalong next Sunday will be my last Villa Watchalong of the season. Let me know, Chef, when we do a watch on to the other finals, like the Champions League final, the Conference League final, and the Europa League final. Let me know, Chef, when we do watch on to those as well as a neutral fan.
Could easily have caught the goalkeeper out.
I could be like supervising the game.
Good save.
Very start of the season at Burnley. Just his 15th Premier League appearance because of injury.
So, chat, do let me know if you want to see Watchalong Stoke games, because if you want to see them, I'm down to doing them, honestly. As a neutral fan, yes.
He's explosive with his play. He also turned pretty creative there.
But yeah, chat, about that, do let me know.
Need to get him fit, get him sharp.
Get it to Maatsen.
Maybe next season.
Get it to Maatsen, Esri. Look, he's right there. Okay, go short. Okay, get it to Maatsen. He's right there. Yeah. All right, Maatsen, run at him if you need to, or do that. Try and put him out of position. Right, get it to Kamara. Get it to Boubacar. Yeah, okay. Someone make a run and Kamara can lift over at the top.
What's at stake?
Rogers wasn't a good call, actually. Oh, you fucker, ref.
Nervousness, isn't there? Because
Fisher, I'd keep telling them what to do if they keep doing it.
For the goal threat.
Banks is a ref. Don't know who he's first now. Peter Banks, I'm going to guess. So far, our best player is John McGinn.
Back into the Premier League season, the race for Europe.
Spurs' best player is Sarr.
Aston Villa, who needed to go on this run really to stay in the mix, they just dropped off that pace a few months ago.
Yeah, we did. I mean,
you can see there, that's with this score taken into account.
Well, Torres
is not kicked off just yet.
It's Cash.
They're in that top 5 right now.
Oh, go on, Cash.
Cash.
Do something productive, Matty. Things we go back and it's putting us out of the attack. I'll say. We got to move forward with the ball.
Maatsen. Down the line from
Down behind to Onana. for Madsen. McGinn.
McGinn probing
Onana crossed it. Rodgers! Oh!
And there was a touch from Kinski. Well, he's getting a hook from
There's a touch from the keeper. It will be a corner.
We'll see that this was a brilliant save.
From Kinski.
Onana whips in a vicious ball. Good movement from Morgan Rodgers.
Yeah, it was off the keeper again.
And it's an awkward one because Rodgers gets the faintest touch. It bounces in the ground.
Yeah, I would have gone in otherwise.
That is what you call full stretch.
That was a full stretch save by the Tottenham keeper.
Well, more than a touch
It's from Vicario. I think the rest of Vicario for the Europa League final.
To prevent Villa from taking the lead.
Prevents us from taking the lead.
What about now as McGinn plays it in? Onana, decent touch.
Onana.
A decent turn as well.
Decent turn for Onana. Asensio crosses it in, but to no avail.
Some period of pressure for Aston Villa.
Yeah, period of pressure. Tell wins it.
Aston Villa's best chance.
We got our best midfield in the world. Bouba Kamara, Barkley, Onana, Syrian one of our world. Follow. Our best midfield in the world. Bouba Kamara, Barkley, Onana, Yuri and one of our world. Follow.
The fourth time ever that's been the case for Spurs in a Premier League game. Second time this season. It back in that midfield through Sarr. And then counter press for Aston Villa.
Here's Kamara.
They do that as well as anybody, don't they? Out of possession, lose the ball, try and win it back quickly.
Yeah, we do a good window.
Well-drilled team.
So current stats, we've had more a ball and 2 shots on target. Tottenham Bay had 1 shot on target, and that was brilliant save by Martinez.
Yes. So always if Aston Villa can truly hit their stride, and this one will Tottenham be able to live with it.
Well, they haven't managed any real sustained pressure yet, and that's what they need to try and build here. Aston Villa.
Chance. Get them truly going. Camera.
That's a free kick, easy.
To probably play a lot more. Spurs would have predicted.
For his
move from Leeds.
At the deep end.
So
Madsen went
this free kick for Villa. Or maybe not to leave it for Asensio. And Asensio clips it in. Sarr got there first.
Kamara will get it over Son and get out for a throw-in.
Some more important defensive intervention so far.
Cash will take this one. Yeah, the Tottenham fans booing Matty Cash. Don't know why they are, to be fair. Torres
defeated.
Good ball, Watkins!
Who went for the pass.
Went for the pass, actually. Didn't shoot.
Really surprised in that area.
Really surprised. Good. Took a touch and banged it in.
Have a strike. He's trying to be really unselfish here, and the defender drops off, so he's got probably a little
don't blame
bit more
Watkins for
time.
trying to be selfish, but go for a shot,
man. He realises Ollie Watkins.
What the hell?
You saw the run of Asensio as well. Such a smart one. Completely bamboozled Davis. Here's Cash. Going on a run.
Never mind. Free kick.
There's another intervention from Sarr, but not a fair one in the eyes of the referee.
He's getting a yellow card because he waved an imaginary yellow card.
What? I'll you, Peter Banks. All you do is co-name yourself as Peter in a bank.
He's pleading his innocence, but I saw it from here. I don't even need a replay. He was sat on his bum and he waves an imaginary yellow card. And it's brilliant skill, and yes, it's a
skill
foul,
from Cash. Was it Sarr?
Why? Don't have to do that. Don't do that.
He's not wrong though. Like, give Sarr a yellow instead.
His defence there because
at least Cash won't miss a game for it.
Picked up a yellow card, ironically.
Well, at least that's that. At least Cash will not miss the last day of the season.
Davis.
Back to Cash now. I'd say Cash has really improved in the last few games. Like, ever since April started, he'd actually been one of the better players.
Cash.
Tries going to cross it. Of course, Tottenham fans will boo him and then go, "Ray." Like, Cash never played for Tottenham. I don't know why they're doing it to him. They don't have a hatred towards him. I don't think Cash has ever scored in Spurs either, so there's that. Get it to Madsen. Get it to Madsen. He's got space. He comes short, have him run with it. Or he can pass it through to him. McGinn can't keep it. That was a poor pass to us. You should have passed to Ian Madsen, mate. That's why I kept saying pass to Madsen, because he was a viable option. So crossing right for someone to try and get him in there.
Tottenham supporters who have long memories of his challenge on Bentancur. 2023.
Oh, because of the Cash challenge on Bentancur.
Can't get much past them.
Yeah, that's why. That's actually, I get it now why the Tottenham's booing Matty Cash.
Turned them down for Tottenham. Or he was set to sign for Brentford.
Doesn't take much.
It's Rodgers.
Oh, now Slate on Rodgers.
Oh, it's Slate on Rodgers, that is. Block him. Block him. Why aren't you blocking him? Why aren't you blocking him? It's a clear yellow card offence.
I agree with that. He's just trying to block the pass. Rodgers turns back. There's not much in that, to be fair.
Not much. No, you injured, Rodgers. No, you injured.
That's the tension building now, isn't it? 25 minutes in and it hasn't.
Tottenham, you can save that champ for Europa League final Bilbao, mates.
And the longer it goes, the more
fans are
nervous it may get.
Talking about supporters knowing what's going on.
Is he a Madsen?
The Chelsea-Manchester United game will have started, and if Chelsea were to score, that would filter through here quickly.
Here's Madsen.
Here's Madsen.
Tries going to cross him, but no one there.
So away.
Thought he would have scored by now. I guess not. Get the Cash. Right. Do some productive with this.
To Torres.
Tottenham surprisingly going for it.
Say 20 minutes
well.
rather than 5 minutes. 25
It'll be a
minutes.
situation though, really wish we had Marcus Rashford.
Take the kick-off for Chelsea against Manchester United.
So Asensio wouldn't have to
half-time here, then.
push Rodgers out to the right.
Supporters will be across that fixture as well.
Get the Cash. Get it to Matty Cash.
Newcastle, Manchester City.
Alright, let's go for middle instead.
Camera.
So
if Aston Villa don't win tonight,
that's where more players are.
Champions League place.
So there's less options then.
Confirmed yet, would you believe? Here's Camera.
So just go for a long ball. Don't be scared.
To clip it in as well to
Asensio. Oh.
He's the sort of player who would try a finish like that.
Yeah, a player who would try and finish like that, I think he will be.
In reality,
what players are talking about that? I know they got Kulusevski injured.
There with a sort of an improvised flick, not too often.
Kulusevski, Maddison, Scarlett, and Werner. Those
Audacious.
And Bergville. That's
3 Premier League
6 injuries for Tottenham. We've got 3, obviously. Ramsey has a red card, and Rashford and Tielemans are injured.
What a window when you think about the names they brought in to add firepower.
To bolster his squad collection. Rashford's having a bit of stay, so there's that.
That's what you're saying about the strength in depth here.
Liverpool fans give it to our keepers.
Regular. Rescued that. Speaking of that strength in depth, one of them is here tonight, even though he's not able to play.
Yeah, Rashford.
Marcus Rashford, the hamstring injury. Oh, look at that, 4 goals and 5 assists for Aston Villa. A good return, starting as Champions League fixtures, home and away to PSG.
Yeah, starting both legs in those games, and the second leg. If we didn't take him off, I think we could have got a goal in that game. I think he actually would have if we didn't take Rashford off in it. That goal for Conte would be Rashford's last goal contribution in another shirt.
Fit after this game, he wouldn't be able to play against Manchester United. Ineligible.
Yeah, obviously because he's on loan there. He's on loan at us.
Firing that one in towards Watkins.
Heavy touch by Watkins it was, but it's fired towards him.
What about from Asensio?
Asensio, good skill by him. He's still going.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Watkins! Not the finish. Beautiful football from Asensio, but not the finish from Watkins. As his shot was blocked. This is better.
Skill, vision, execution. You have to say, Kevin Danso did very well for Spurs. Getting the block in there.
Really got the crowd going as well. Then Rodgers gave the ball away. It's Son though at the other end.
It's Son.
Tell.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Towards the defensive recovery in the end.
There was a moment there where Son could have tried to square that. Mikey Moore had made a good little run.
His name is Marco Asensio.
Over the top.
Asensio. I mean, this was just brilliant.
Absolutely brilliant.
That goal would have been all about in me, Edward, if he got that in. The first just wasn't in from Watkins.
Needed defending.
He could have dribbled.
Danso tracks Watkins.
He could have dribbled ahead of Danso and then played it in.
Makes an important block.
I think about 10 years ago, he was playing for Real Madrid and Watkins
winning
at
Champions
Exeter.
League. And Watkins at Exeter. Now we're passing to each other. That could have been a contender for assist of the season for Marco Asensio. Madsen. Rodgers back on my left.
Rodgers across.
Needs to stay there. Bruno, keep Rodgers on my left, please.
Rodgers.
Yeah, he's been pushed out to the left now. Madsen.
Back to Rodgers.
Back to Rodgers. Finger is out of play.
Some ball from Rodgers considering.
Kamara puts out anyway.
But not a decent touch from Cameron.
Yeah, Kamara's not good at stuff like that. He's usually better in CDM.
Well, growing into this game for sure, Aston Villa dominating
Rodgers
possession.
is the worst right player. That's why stop playing him at the right hand side.
Bournemouth last week, they did it the other way round, where they allowed Bournemouth to have an awful lot of the ball, but tonight they are.
Yeah, we're not going to Tottenham
they're having it in good areas. You can see there, like looking at the touches in the opposition box, it maybe gives you an idea of the flow of the game, and they're starting to crank it up here.
Sustained periods of pressure in this game, Tottenham, but they have had some dangerous attacks. There's Cameron.
That's my Star Wars.
Torres.
It's Torres though. Right, get it to Madsen. Good one, good one. Right, he did it before. I even told him to.
Madsen.
Against Moore. Moore McGinn.
Spence.
Get it in.
Struggling that time. Might have a problem here as well.
McGinn keeps it in. Here, Madsen.
Madsen.
Kamara. Rodgers.
Watkins.
Madsen's going to get there.
To be selfish,
it's not to be.
Honestly, he's pulled it into the only area.
We can't have most of the ball and create no chances.
Have anticipated. He's pulled it towards the penalty spot. It was the right thing to do that time.
I know we got Bournemouth to do it last time. It worked. So we got to try and.
It's the goal coming though for Aston Villa.
The goal's coming though, surely. Yeah, be alright. Yeah, Rodgers back on the right though, unfortunately. Petition to stop playing Morgan Rodgers on the right.
Spurs to counter and on a bit.
Thank you. We're not keep doing that. If Villa fans throw a petition to stop playing Rodgers on the right, you should listen. Because Rodgers is better in Cam's position or the left.
Option here from Spurs.
I think it's ever since the PSG game where Rodgers has been playing out on the right hand side.
Villa supporters at the start of the season would have looked at their fixtures at the back end of the season and thought, oh, these could be tricky. Tottenham and Manchester United, and now two of the fixtures you would wish for, considering what's happened in this season and with that Europa League final.
Yeah.
I think you have to give Tottenham.
We got to score before Chelsea do. That's what we got to try and do: is score before Chelsea do. Otherwise, the pressure will be on us for Chelsea score.
They would have been rolling
like Chelsea score against United, the pressure's on us.
Regulon. Bad ball.
Or we can see it, of course.
Took that down nicely.
It's Madsen, took it down nicely.
To get Villa going, looking for
tries finding Ollie Watkins.
Sort of
Watkins will get it.
But
good skill from Watkins.
Covered. Watkins. Great.
That's a free kick. Aye! Yeah, yellow card, I know it. Yellow card.
Not many appearances.
So Archie Gray, obviously,
for Tottenham.
Tottenham signed from Leeds in the summer holiday, I believe. The summer transfer window. Ollie Watkins, yeah, 40 million for Archie Gray.
He's never going to get away with.
This is his 4th start in
Hasn't
midfield.
been the best of season for Archie Gray, has it, in his first season at Tottenham?
And only 3
I think what Tottenham should have done was send back on loan to Leeds.
Season.
Or they could go next season if
Sol Campbell,
if they
Dele Alli,
lose more game time. They could just send Archie Gray back on loan to Leeds.
Pretty good company.
Absolutely. He will look to be a player for Tottenham for years to come.
So Watkins in the middle, along with Torres, McGinn and others.
He's conceded this free kick.
We're doing this again, are we? Asensio
whipping it in, not the best.
Kamara heads it towards Asensio again.
Ricardo piece. There's Asensio.
Rodgers wanted it.
Won't reach Rodgers.
Offside? I think it was.
Well, Postecoglou smiled on his face before this match. But there's no doubt about it, considering how this season has gone. It could all feel so different in a week's time. He promised a trophy.
That was a brave, bold statement. This one came away from delivering.
It's the trophies you remember. Certainly in Tottenham's case, when it's been so long. And Levy as well.
Yeah, Levy's there, so
any part in
we want Levy in, say we want Levy in.
So well.
We want Levy in, say we want Levy in.
Financial element of it, which is
just mocking.
The biggest part
taking a piss
really
out of
for
Tottenham,
the clubs now.
Didn't work when we lost for one of them at Tottenham Stadium though, but obviously that's when Tottenham were a much stronger team than what obviously even would have been like.
To squad building. Reguilon. Rodgers.
Asensio. Why Rodgers when Watkins was in the middle? Asensio anyway.
Well, he looked to bend one.
He's up to bend one. Oh! That was in as well.
Well, when you see this again, look at the reaction of Antonin Kinski, because he is a relieved goalkeeper. He'd almost waved it goodbye.
Was that hit on that?
To the spot. Look at the goalkeeper. Says a little prayer. Prayers are answered. Can't quite get the whip on the ball. It's not far away.
He was claiming there was a touch from somebody along the way, Asensio.
I think that was though.
We've seen his technical quality in the opening half an hour.
Yeah, Asensio's had some good.
He's been quality. All over the place, hasn't he, done?
Yeah, he's been outstanding.
I think Rodgers got hit.
He looks the most likely creator, doesn't he?
Yeah.
For Aston Villa so far tonight. Brilliant signing.
Yeah.
And if you're a fan, the kind of play just
a great signing, obviously, but I feel like recently he's been. I think like having Rodgers out wide has actually kind of wasted him, man.
Had an excellent chance actually. Villa needed one more goal in that second half against the PSG side.
Yeah, his parent club. And yeah, he just couldn't go what a chance up.
It's Cash.
It's Cash.
To experience nights like that again. There's Asensio.
And
Sarr chasing him. And Asensio rides the challenge.
Yeah, he gets
fouled. He's proving a bit too hot to handle for Tottenham.
Yeah, he's too hot to handle for Tottenham. He is. If we take him off, then I really am going to agree with it at this minute.
Brilliant. His close control. Outstanding. I mean, he's quick as well, isn't he, Papsar?
Papsar's quick, that's the problem.
Too many nibbles.
He can't keep hold of Asensio.
He scored more goals since he signed for Aston Villa, 5 in total, than he scored in all of last season.
Yeah.
For PSG.
Well, we know how creative Aston Villa are from set pieces, and we haven't really seen anything so far tonight. Set pieces.
Let's see if we can do it again here.
Expect better from them.
McGinn. Close it in. Konsa.
It was the header from Konsa. Well, that might have been right on cue, Don.
Well, that's the first real quality delivery, and he goes for goal.
Delivery from us this game.
Maybe he'd have been best served knocking that back into the danger area.
Could have been best served knocking it back into the danger zone, maybe.
Spence had a tricky time in the first half here.
So Martinez goes to Torres. Onana. We are Villa boys. Oh,
Torres.
we are Villa boys. That's nowhere. Where was that going, pal Torres? To the Tottenham fans.
Seems to be too much issue with that one. They're in this interesting situation here, Tottenham, where they're probably just in the mode of trying to counter on Villa, trying to take the sting out of their attacks. Here's Asensio.
McGinn. Doris didn't get it back to him.
Another chance.
I don't know why McGinn didn't get back to Asensio, but okay.
Yeah, they're prompting, they're probing under pressures. A little bit more sustained.
So I'm not allowed to say my opinion anymore, okay. I prefer not to speak, because if I speak, I'm in big trouble. That'd be me if I was a Villa boss. I'd go full Jose Mourinho mode.
On the pitch, please.
But like, you know, Unai Emery on the pitch. And tactics, this is if I was a Villa manager. In the press, Jose Mourinho mode. In
going backwards.
On the pitch, Unai Emery mode. And then in
Cash.
And then the tactics, just counter-attacking 4-3-3.
One here.
Konza, go for it, mate.
Some asked him to shoot. Camera.
Yeah. Kamara.
Feed across. Maatsen. Asensio. Waiting still when Asensio clips it.
Asensio clips it back in. No one there again.
There with the defensive work. And he looks to join
now.
this attack. Now Son will drive.
Like, why are Tottenham trying to go for it in a game that doesn't matter to their season anyway?
Can he play the right pass? He's behind on a man.
I don't know why Tottenham are trying to defend well in a game that doesn't matter to their season. So they can just take the big loss in this one and then go again against Manchester United.
Into attack quickly. It's a poor pass at the end from Heung-min Son.
Don McGinn was trying to do that.
I don't know, look at Camera's face there. As he
Go
saw
to
this
Emma.
space, Son had to run into it. He just thought, I don't think I can live with this.
And he couldn't.
I'll just boot it, I would. I'll just boot it, try and catch Tottenham off guard.
Son at his best, one of the best attackers we've seen in the Premier League.
Right, get it to Maatsen. Or Cash, and each one of them. Okay, going to Maatsen. Oh my! Why are you going short for? He could just go long.
To McGinn, Onana.
Might work though.
Over it goes to Cash.
Cash gets it.
One space on this side. Asensio's got space everywhere.
Asensio's got space everywhere. Goes to Maatsen.
Switch to Maatsen. Able to commit plenty of bodies in the penalty area here. Villa.
Onana. Torres. Onana
looking for Cash.
Cash gets it across, but
can't
really get anything on it. It wasn't the best contact from Cash, as you expect on that. Konza went out.
That's one-on-one defenders in the league.
Yeah, he read it and he set off really early. It's really top draw defending.
Fans want more, we need to give them more. Can't just sit back and keep passing it around. I think in the second half, if it's still 0-0, I'd say go for a fast build-up play, see if that works, and catch us Tottenham out. If their players are going to be knackered, we've got to take advantage. So we've got to go for a fast build-up play and see what we can do. Get into Asensio. That's an order. Kamara. Right, McGinn. Right, Rodgers running through. Get into him. Never mind. He could have ran. Maatsen. Oh, hang on. It's Maatsen.
Bit of space.
Asensio.
He deserves something in this first half.
He deserves something. He does. Assist or a goal at each one of them. Chelsea Man United have to kick off. We need a goal here to ease the pressure and put it on Chelsea. We can't let Chelsea pile the pressure on us. We've got to put it on them.
Maatsen.
Oh.
Kinski holds.
Kinski held that and couldn't get into
Watkins. His quality a moment or two ago.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at this, running away.
Yeah, that's the problem. Son can outrun Cash and Kamara.
He just picks the wrong pass.
Someone like Jeremy Frimpong or Dumfries would actually do that. Obviously, I don't think we'll get him in summer anyway. Definitely Dumfries the one that could have done that anyway. Or Frimpong. As remember that Frimpong could be going to Liverpool in the summer window.
They've had a few of
them. Obviously, Xabi Alonso, but Leverkusen managers there.
Anything out with it.
Obviously, won the league that season and they went invincible. Yeah, their full invincible season until the Europa League final where they lost 3-0 to Atalanta.
6 touches in the match.
With a ultimate hat-trick.
2 in the opposition half. And even that one was in his own half. It's touch 7.
For yellow card, I think, pulling. Yeah.
But only 17 years of age.
So I'm Villa till I die. Villa till I die. Spider no card. I'm Villa till I die. I know I am. I'm sure I'm Villa till I die. Right, get it to Maatsen. Get it to Ian Maatsen. He can run over Tottenham defenders. I'm at Morgay, based exactly because he's young. You can run at him. Right, get it to Cash actually. But Cash may pass it back.
Torres,
hang on, I don't know what he's trying to do. Maatsen, go into the penalty box. Torres tries whipping it in.
Here. Just looking for that
Asensio wins it. Hello, press hard, Ben. I think
too much added time.
he's trying for Torres to get back on side.
Spence.
Torres leads it for Asensio. Maatsen. Be a corner. Better play, better.
Late on in this first half.
Well, corner late on in this first half.
We'll be aware Spurs on occasion have struggled defending corners, particularly earlier in the season.
Asensio, what's he going to do here? Hernandez in there. So many other players, B. Go short to Maatsen.
Waiting for the cross. This time from McGinn, and then it goes towards Cash.
Cash with the header, couldn't get anything on it. And Cash will win it back.
But Cash.
Brilliant from Cash. I think Conte's offside. Yeah, Conte's offside. I don't know why he passed it to Conte when he could have and should have knew he was offside.
Premier League season. The countdown begins to Sky Sports' biggest season ever.
215 live games.
For a new era where 80% of all televised Premier League games will be shown exclusively on Sky Sports. That's at least 215 matches.
1 minute at a time.
Up from 128.
Suppose there'll be no goal, so we'll get this half-time thing ready. Ready, not
for the
ready.
Supporters.
Leave it as that. In case there is a goal.
The Chelsea game just kicks off.
Yeah, I think they would have arrived.
Chelsea game just kicked off.
Really fancying their chances. They've seen their team huff and puff. They haven't been able to knock the door down yet.
That's good.
Went right to the end.
But Danzo's there.
Away from Danzo.
Why are we passing it back for? We try and go to half-time 0-0 or what? Why are we trying to settle for a 0-0 in the first half? Get it forward! Forward! Not backwards or side you. That's alright.
Camera clips it in.
No one made the off time.
And that should be that for a first half. And sees Villa without the opener. And Tottenham had chances of their own. Son looking dangerous in that first half. He had a couple of opportunities. Morgan Rogers with a brilliant chance, brilliantly saved by Kinski. And Asensio arguably
some good chances, but not all of it. And the no goal.
And a Spaniard particularly impressive, but his side haven't found a breakthrough at half-time.
But they're not Tottenham nil. What I mean, for half-time, let's see what happens here.
Wide on the right as that move built up, drifting more.
So let's see what happens here between Chelsea and United during half-time. I've got until 31 minutes past here. As United come with attack actually, Amad Diallo. Here's Mazraoui. Now Amad. We need United goal here, we do. If you don't mind me, I'm just watching Chelsea United the first 15 minutes while I'm waiting to see if United can get a goal and put the pressure on us.
Really good ball in from Fernandes.
Yes, 8 shots and 3 on target, and 72% of the ball. We should be doing better with that, lads. There's a playoff game as well, I think, in League 2. Let's have a look. Yeah, Walsall-Chesterfield.
Midfield role.
Warsaw famously bottled what was like a 13-point lead, like a 15-point lead over automatic promotion. And we're top of the league, cruising in League 2, and then we bottled it in the second half of the season, which actually found funny. Although we do share Walsall Stadium, and we usually have them as our first international friendly of the summer friendlies. Ginger's at Daisy Hill.
Going long. Staying in charge there against Rasmus Højlund.
Sure, the game's is live.
Really need to get on a
actually, chat, give me a second. I want to just say something to Shauna.
Made up some good ground as well.
There's partner for Chelsea, actually. Don't you dare score, Chelsea.
Right, but he ignores him for now and looks for Madueke.
Yeah, how about Madueke?
And Madueke just couldn't keep the shot down. What a chance that was. Really good move from Chelsea for back to front. I'll say they were in fine form this season, getting his team on the front foot.
Yeah, I think today I'm counting on us to score and Man United to hold Chelsea.
Offside, to be fair.
Tom will win. Shut up, mate.
Awkward finish.
I'll keep Sean on in case I do put something in chat afterwards.
Fernandes taking a blow. There'll be a wince in Manchester United quarters at any suggestion of an injury tonight, with just 5 days to go to that final in Bilbao. And it is interesting the different approaches taken by the two managers who contest that final. It is a clearly reshuffled Tottenham team playing at Villa Park tonight, but Ruben Amorim has, as he'd signposted, gone strong.
So fans are saying.
Tend to
don't mind if looking assertive.
that method, really. You can bring some
Since
players
it's on a match,
off
the
the
other
goals.
ones
I know
that
there's
Fisher
always
wants to
the
win.
chance of injuries, but any player would want to keep going.
Garcia went ASAP, exactly. Session walking to the south, sign Ashton and Asensio. One guy needs to have a 20 chances to score a goal.
Well, that's true, yeah. There might be one or two positions still up for grabs, and I would have mentioned that in the dressing room.
You weren't taking him off, even if he was having a bad game.
Just waiting at the edge.
Yeah, I think we'd see Bailey or Mason Mount getting a boost from Chelsea fans. I mean, expected, although he said he was forced down Manchester United.
Coming here
I think he said that. I don't know.
Manchester United fortunes, few goals recently. Trying to slip one through there for Casemiro.
If United score, yeah, that puts the pressure off us. So let's see what happens. But I think United have gone strong today, which seems to me that they want to try and get a result from this game. If they win, then that puts us in pole position 5th. Unless Forest go and win, and all the other teams win.
Dorgu with a cross.
Dorgu with a cross, and Sanchez gets there.
Who were both waiting on it.
Shots fans still arriving. Yeah, they can't even get. At most times, sometimes they can't even sell out all their seats in their 40,000 seater stadium, Chelsea.
Fernandes.
I'm counting on United to do us a favour here. If we win, I'm counting on United to do us a favour. But if Chelsea win, then push back on us as we face United on the last day. Dogger for United. Casemiro. If anyone says, why are you watching Chelsea United? I'm just watching the first 15 and then I'm going back to Villa Tottenham. So Lindelof for United at this minute in time. In the second half of substitutes, I would see Leon Bailey come on, I would. Or Daniel Marlon. I think I'd say Marlon for Watkins and Bailey for Rodgers. Mazraoui. Here's Ahmad. I'm not going to tell him what to do it because I don't like United at all. What Chelsea?
George. To return it to Coleman, who was blocked out anyway by.
Fair play to United. They're still selling out the away ends, even when they seem like 16th from the table. Fair play. I mean, honestly, fair play to United fans. Their away support's always been world class.
Bruno Fernandes.
Anyway, you see United fans, they're always loud at any game. Who's down for United? Not showing any concern here. Oh, it's Fernandes, never mind. Mona Fernandes. Well, to be fair, he has had an alright season. He's been United's bright spot in what's been a really disappointing season for him.
Two mates who carry the same surname.
I think if we draw against Spurs, though, that's a point again if Chelsea lose to United somehow. Although a recent record at Stamford Bridge shows that, I think, despite 2024, which saw Palmer score a hat-trick, United have
influenced things in terms of Chelsea. They have to put that
been more successful at Stamford Bridge recently. Yeah, I think recently United have been more successful at Stamford Bridge over Chelsea.
Important point for
Although
Chelsea, really.
they only won. The last win at Stamford Bridge was 2020. for Manchester United.
Away to Caicedo, won back by Mount.
Now wins it back when Chelsea clear their lines. Maybe not actually. Mazraoui.
Casemiro finding Diallo, and can't entirely this time for Manchester United.
Can't referee, I think.
George's intended pass. Chris Kavanagh, who's in charge of his.
I praise him as a manager. I do. He's actually, in my opinion, he can take United back into the Champions League, but I don't think he's going to win the Premier League with them, as he said he can. That's me being honest there. Man United will not win the Premier League. I don't think United will ever win the Premier League again. I really don't think they will. Unless Sir Jim Ratcliffe turns things around at Manchester United, I really don't see him winning another Premier League title. That's something I'm going to say. And United fans in the chat, disagree with all you want, but I really don't think you guys are going to win another Premier League title. Ever. Could say the same for Chelsea, but if Enzo Maresca turns things around, then I really do think they could launch a title charge. They nearly was. They had a slight one at the start of the season, but they fell off after the 2-1 win against Brentford. It all fell apart for Chelsea.
Important contributions with saves in matches since then. Now Harry Maguire is down for Manchester.
Maguire down for United.
Crowd here annoyed, but the referee indicating that it is a head injury, which is why he stopped it with Chelsea in possession.
Yeah, so many times these days you see the ref stop play when it's not a head injury, but this quite clearly was.
Let's do this one, man.
Coming together with Tyreek George.
Contact with George from
would have hurt.
Stray elbows have been an issue for Chelsea already, but that one was checked and cleared pretty promptly by Ray Pawson-Vieira.
Cole Palmer going to Mo Salah mode with the extra long sleeve shirt. Not extra long sleeve shirt, but shirt that's too big for him, like what Mo Salah did. If Cole Palmer's trying to be like the Chelsea Mo Salah by doing that, then fair play to win. But Mo Salah did play for Chelsea, fair play to Cole Palmer for giving it a go. I've always rated Cole Palmer, I have, although this recent season he hasn't been that good. Last season, as soon as he went to Chelsea, I kind of knew he was going to go and score loads of goals.
Chelsea's captain.
A few challenges flying in now.
The seasons are out for FC 25. Raphael is not in it, unfortunately. I was going to go for him as well. So I think that means I won't be doing Serie A Champions League, because I was going to do it if Leao got in the team at the season, but because he isn't, I think there's no point doing it now. I'll just do La Liga champs, I will.
Cole shifting across to the left.
Still Chelsea fans arriving. Shows that I'm a story hunter out at Big Six.
Mazraoui.
Yeah, most fans at the Big Six are glory hunters nowadays. You rarely see loyal fans in you rarely see loyal fans in. I personally think you rarely see nowadays loyal fans in any Big Six club. Man City's a club full of glory hunters. Liverpool's got some loyal fans, I get that. And so do Man United, but most United fans are glory hunters, and United fan base can be quite toxic. Or the Arsenal one, to be fair. Arsenal fans are just very delusional in general.
Head and shoulders above anybody else.
Most by Premier League players this season, all competitions. Bruno Fernandes is actually second in that to Mo Salah.
Peers on the playing staff, but he now matches Ronaldo and David De Gea for 4 wins in the supporters' ballot.
This game's not really kicking off at the minute. I might go back to Villa Tottenham soon. Obviously, their game's going to be coming second half soon.
Lindelof. There's Maguire. Now Luke Shaw.
Playing football, someone's moaning. That's Bruno Fernandes for you. Well, Chelsea giving it away. Hang on. It's Mazraoui for United. This me preparing for a neutral fan watch on games. Although this one, we need United to do Villa a favour. United corner that'll be. I'll watch this thing about to Villa Tottenham.
Manchester United corner. They've seen a fair amount of the ball in these early stages.
So watch this United corner, they'll head back to Villa Tottenham.
They've seen a fair bit in the final third. Swung a couple of crosses in. Decent enough start. The start of the day is 5th top and 5th bottom. But at the moment, it's the team placed lower in the Premier League who are getting on top.
Type of corner already, Williams. They swung in.
Clearing header by Adebayo. Dorgu seen plenty of the ball early on. Shaw's cross cleared by Mark Cucurella.
Right, heading back to Villa Tottenham, boys.
Okay, well, 10 miles down the road, there's another huge game tonight.
Yeah,
in the League
10 miles down the road.
The second leg between Walsall and Chesterfield. That game currently 0-0. You can watch it live over on Sky Sports Football. Also tonight, there'll be round 2 of the PGA Championship. That's over on Sky Sports Golf right now. You can also watch round 3 from 3 o'clock on Saturday, and then the final round on Sunday from 4 o'clock. That's all for you on Sky Sports Golf. Swing and a miss here though, so don't go anywhere because there is a very big second half of football to come here at Villa.
Yeah, very big second half. Right then, football live scores. Oh, Man United take the lead. It's Harry Maguire slabhead has got a goal, so that's big. It marries for top 4 as that lifts the pressure off us with the second half coming. That lifts the pressure off us for now. So, for now, thank you Manchester United. 1-0 United in that game. Why is he trying to... Okay, well. Alright, so with Chelsea losing, that's the pressure off us for now. So what we've got to do now is just win. They're coming out again. Here we go.
Well, the players making their way back out to the pitch for a very big second half of football. Aston Villa, of course, desperately trying to get those points to keep themselves in the running for Champions League football.
Yeah, we desperately need the points here.
Season, of course, there's another
actually.
game going on elsewhere as well with Chelsea against Manchester United. We'll keep you up to date with the scores on that one. But very quickly, Lee, what do you expect from the second half?
Oh, well, Villa kicking towards the whole end. You just expect that, you know,
or VAR check.
More difference and be something where they can try and break this Spurs side down.
Offside.
They've obviously got that strength in them that they can look to on the bench. So I just feel that Villa will go and kick on and go get that all-important goal.
There's a VAR review in the Chelsea Man United game.
Manchester United thought they'd had a goal, but Harry Maguire's
disallowed.
So still 0-0 in that game, Chelsea against Manchester United. But time now to hand you over
that goal been disallowed, actually?
Is with Seb Hutchinson.
Well, there's no doubt.
What are the team talking for? They need to rest them for European final coming up.
And some murmurings with the news that they thought Manchester United had taken the lead at Stamford Bridge. That goal not counting as it stands. So second half.
Come on, you Villa boys.
A big roar, particularly from the Holt end.
Yeah, attacking my Holt end.
Aston Villa are attacking in this second half.
There were a lot of nearly moments, weren't there, for both teams actually in the first half, but as the half went on,
as soon as we get the goal, then we need to go and score more.
You kind of felt they were knocking more on the door. We've got to start this half fast.
Well, Aston Villa, their second half performances.
Yeah. Wins and drawn at half time. We've got 8 of them.
Games.
Most having over team level with Nottingham Forest.
One of the games recently when they were drawing at half time was that defeat at the Etihad.
Yeah.
For a side that have won a lot recently.
They won the throne actually.
The first half in which.
Remember last season when Tottenham scored 4 goals against us in the second half, and they did it early in the season. We can do it to them now.
It's a different kind of performance, isn't it, from Spurs in terms of sitting in, trying to be compact, and hitting Aston Villa on the counter.
I don't know what that sound was. Second half on the way, obviously. 1 minute in. I think Ash's got to go off. He hasn't looked great today. Although he has some good moments, but he's on a yellow card and we can't risk getting suspended for the game against Manchester United. As it's very likely before I play this RC if Cash got suspended over Garcia.
Involved in Villa's attacks a lot in that first half. Likewise, Cash at times they're able to get both full-backs right up the pitch.
You can see there, look, just how compact Spurs are. Happy to drop off.
Torres, Asensio.
From Torres. And then Asensio wants to get that back. McGinn.
Asensio. Run it at Marco. It's free kick.
In the first half. And the first corner in front of the Holton.
Well, you can see what Spurs are trying to do, but you just wonder whether they could hold out for an entire half. It's a team that have conceded 40 goals in the last 20 games.
Yeah, I don't think Tom can hold out here.
There's a long way to go here.
Long way to go.
So Asensio with the corner. With everybody back inside their own box to defend it. Asensio.
Right, keep the ball again. Yeah, Tottenham 40 goals conceded in the last 20 games.
And he's running back now because is running forward.
Oh, well in Matson, well in son.
Matson a chance.
Well, I saw him set off.
That's very crucial to our season. Great chance by Matson.
Played a brilliant
throw back to Martinez.
And his touch allowed Matson to take the ball away. It's another nearly moment, isn't it?
It's Watkins.
There's a warning for Aston Villa.
Yeah, if you warn his way up on Tottenham.
A few Spurs. You'd hear a pin drop. I don't know there's a score here except for the corner to the right of us.
Banana.
Cash.
Just whip a useful ball in, mate.
Drop the shoulder. The left foot across.
That's a useful ball. But it's behind.
Far away from Watkins. It's not the worst.
It didn't say play useful ball in, and he almost did.
Weaker left foot.
It was a great ball in, to be fair. But Watkins just couldn't get his head on it.
Right,
couldn't get his noggin on it.
Under a little bit of pressure.
Live still 0-0 between Chelsea and Man United. To be
well
fair, a draw will actually be alright for us too.
Striker he's been for Aston Villa, Ollie Watkins. Disappointments though this season. They had some big games in which he was on the bench. And the strange thing about that was at the start of the season he was keeping John Duran out to the side.
Yeah, he was.
Who could have argued he should have been starting at that time.
Yeah. Yeah, be alright. Yeah, be alright.
Regular.
All tenders in the sky.
Banana.
Yeah, be alright. Yeah, be alright. Hang on, there's a tussle here.
And a disagreement. Tell and Concert.
Let me tell you something against me. Concert having a little tussle. A little bust up. But some put his Concert away.
What he's seen, or more importantly, the assistant is on the far side. So whatever happened more in front of the assistant.
More in front of the assistant.
Tell wasn't happy.
Just get a card on both. That's what I'd do.
Still in dispute.
I'd say yellow card on both.
Regulon getting involved.
Oh, it's Regulon getting involved. Man, what are you getting involved for, man? You weren't even involved in the tussle in the first place.
Wrestled to the ground. Comes up off the ball.
Is it worth getting too upset about? That's the question, isn't it? The referee will probably have a word with the captains.
Just think of the
captain, that's what I'd do. Looks like Conte stays on.
Well, just keep an eye on the arm.
Keeper. Thank God for that.
Here.
You can thank Christ for that.
Clinch with Conte.
Well, yeah, he gets thrown to the ground, but he does have a little swing of the arm and it doesn't connect. I think that one's been cleared, but they're looking at another one now.
It's Anana and Regulon.
Stop accusing Regulon. You're probably one who did it.
Regulon making the point, and Anana inflicted something on him there. Both incidents checked and cleared, by the way.
Checked and cleared.
Yeah, look, they want the ball quickly, Aston Villa. They want to get play resuming, obviously. Onana probably felt Reguilon was just It's trying to be cheeky, really, saying I've been scratched.
Stop being frank. Stop framing it on the way you are.
Well, let's see if that has any influence.
Yeah, but got pass it better now. Pass it better and faster.
Edge.
Asensio.
Oh.
Couldn't get to begin.
Through Danso.
Throw in.
Defensive work from him tonight so far.
Yeah, look, I think the spikier this atmosphere gets,
ready, hang on.
It's going to benefit Aston Villa.
Oh, it's Bissouma for Sarr.
Well, Bissouma coming on for Sarr. It's not moving too quickly. It's not. Rush now, jog off, which will be even the top spots, but a little bit of a wince there from Sarr. Maybe that is why he's coming off.
He's wasting time, but Tottenham want the draw. I know they do. The only nil I had doing watchalongs was
the Europa League final. Sarr start.
You're not fit to referee.
On for the
no, it's Tottenham fans, never mind. But yeah, that's not a red Tottenham fan. Just get over it and move on.
Torres.
The only nil I've done doing watchalongs on this so far was Villa United back in October. That was after a Bayern game where Villa were knackered, obviously. Being one of the best teams in Europe. Chelsea United still goalless. Oh, his tell. Well in Torres.
Oh, this so highly thought of 17-year-old. I don't think he would have expected to see much of the ball tonight, to be honest.
Not with this game plan.
Very nice, Miss Campbell on me.
And in his defence, hasn't seen much of
very
the ball
nice, Miss
because
Campbell on me.
most of it has gone down the other side in an attacking sense for Spurs.
Son keeping it in. Regulon.
Son kept it in for Regulon.
Son.
Easy to Martinez.
It looked initially. Look at Martinez.
And he's not wasting any time.
The pattern of the game until we see a breakthrough.
Well, the longer it goes, the more nervous the home fans, particularly, are going to become, and that may transmit down onto the pitch. He's trying to calm it down, and I absolutely understand that from his perspective.
Great, terrific switch of play. Son.
It's Son.
Regulon hangs it across.
Don't begin and just running at full speed to try and get that.
Son needed the minutes tonight and he's looked dangerous at times. A good sign for Spurs. Regulon. Son again.
Unai Miss Campbell on me.
Odebear.
Unai Miss Campbell on me.
Go back. Regulon.
Get a sub ready, Unai.
Great. Spurs will be very comfortable with this.
Well, at least subs are warming up, to be fair.
Spence to move.
And a Scottish, as every division relegation playoff, and a Premiership relegation playoff.
Really?
Actually, it's for relegation. So the Scottish Premiership playing too. Livingston and Patrick Thistle.
Tell.
Is that a Premiership?
By Konza. Son.
It's Son.
Spence.
Relegation group, yeah.
Closer to that Villa goal. Now more. Served on the longest spell of possession that Tottenham have had in the match.
I know it's the relegation playoffs.
Regulon. Tell.
Oh, you're very fast for I'm not going to need that.
Now Son. Suma.
It's Bissouma.
For Tottenham.
Archie Gray.
Gray will look for more. One teenager to the other.
Oh, you want to throw in, of course he does.
Holding the possession like that as well, it just gives the defenders a little bit of a break, doesn't it?
Danso. The home support respond to this because this will be very irritating for them, although that ball's played straight out of play.
Yeah, it is. Throwing.
Mr. Cogley would have been pleased with what he saw there.
I think there'll be quite a bit of for him to have liked about this performance? Certainly in terms of desire and commitment, it's all streets ahead of last weekend.
Yeah, I didn't sound very pleased with this one, but we weren't.
It's all relative for Spurs when it comes to the Premier League. Considering their position at the table.
Madsen. Mate, just get a bit of a side of the pitch, man.
Instead
of doing this, get the other side of the pitch, man. Get the cash, they can run out of men. Instead of wasting seconds and passing short. Like that.
Cash. Crowd not happy he didn't cross that in.
Yeah, crowd weren't pleased with that.
Konza.
Instead, Max, I could push more on the side back.
It's Basula to cut it out.
It's on your Marlon on or someone.
Hear the groans though from the home support.
The groans are there from the Villa fans. Asensio.
Can he produce?
A corner. That was better from Asensio. He's been lively, he has. Bruno Henry's corner, Blarmé. Asensio on the corner.
Well, now the belief will change. If they find an opener from this corner, over the head of Konza. Tell with a header. Odobert clears. Will he find Tell tearing after this and getting there.
But Kamara will get there first.
And a turn of pace from him.
Yeah, turn of pace from Kamara.
Well, I think his anticipation helped him there, Kamara. To be fair, it's the only place that Tell could keep that ball in.
Forward towards McGinn. Breaks to Madsen. And
Madsen wins it. Oh, blocked. Corner.
Yeah, it's not the first brilliant block, but it's positive from Villa. Listen to the
better from us. McGinn was onside as well.
That's what they want. On the front foot.
Yeah, McGinn would have been onside anyway.
Once again, really important defending from Kevin Danso. He's had a good game.
Bruno Henry's calm, Blarmé.
And he's needed to.
Bruno Henry's calm, Blarmé. Looks like McGinn is sub ready. McGinn with a corner.
Corner to the back post.
Watkins, Konza! Ezri Konza! Ezri Konza! Ezri Konza! Ezri Konza! Come on! Woo! Finally. Thank God for that. Now, the set piece does it again.
For the home side.
Austin McPhee, thank the Lord we got you.
When a team is knocking at the door and really struggling to break it down, is it a set piece that does the job?
Yeah, it was a set piece. Watkins and then Konza.
A knockdown and a finish from a defensive point of
Ezri
view.
Konza. Ezri Konza. Ezri Konza. Ezri Konza. Ezri Konza. As it stands, of course, fourth in the table.
They've made the breakthrough here, and normally when they score first, they've got a really good record of seeing the job through.
A rare goal.
Barry was getting ready as well, and Barkley.
And a goal that feels so important for Aston Villa.
A goal that feels important to us.
Things looking
so we're going for more
in that Premier League table, and they're looking for another one here. Now they have that breakthrough. Will they prove too much for Spurs?
Oh, Watkins! Oh!
Denies him. He's had a strong game, the Spurs goalkeeper.
And Watkins is down now.
Saves, two really good saves. The first one probably edges this one. Nevertheless, brilliant from the goalkeeper, and it keeps his team in the game, because at 2-0 there really would not be any
keeper has kept him in the game.
It's kindly for Watkins.
Yeah,
As he gets the shot off, but it's a
all tenders in the sky. Yeah, BRA! Yeah, BRA! That touch wasn't met, I think it would have been 2-0. Yeah, BRA! Yeah, BRA!
It's an argument when it came off Davis last. It could have been an own goal.
Exactly that, yeah.
Could have been an own goal.
Davis gets there first, and Watkins actually kicks Ben Davis. It's good defending, it's even better goalkeeping.
A scratch of the chin.
A scratch at the chin for Moonlight.
Emery.
There's another assist for Watkins, right? Yeah, another assist for Ollie Watkins. He's back on his feet.
Emery will also look across to his set piece.
You love Villa more than you ever know.
Yeah. It's brilliant, isn't it, when a plan comes together. And it's not the first time. They have been pretty darn good at set pieces. That's the 16th.
Yeah, 16th set piece goal.
And as I say, when you're finding it hard to really break an opponent down, often
So that's a free kick and Conce's down now.
Come to the rescue.
And Rogers.
2 Villa players on the ground.
Conce's back up.
Tell with the challenge. He's picked up a booking.
Tell's been booked.
Well, I think Ezri Konsa actually gets caught by Morgan Rogers. So there's the foul, and there's the coming together between the 2 Villa
Tour of the song, we're singing. We're walking along, singing our song. City on the city as we go. Birmingham, are you listening? Tour of the song, we're singing. We're walking along, singing our song. City on the city as we go.
Well, a goal always helps these situations because
a goal always does.
It did feel just before the scoring that Tottenham were having a bit of possession, and there was that feeling in the crowd, there's frustration growing.
Papa's pressure on Chelsea now.
Well, it's a relief. And then after the relief comes an outpouring of joy, and that's what they're feeling now.
You can hear us singing from the stands of Villa Park.
Torres.
We follow
Torres
the boys in claret and blue. We even conquered Europe in 1992. The Villa boys from Aston. We travel near and far. Rogers can hear us singing from the stands of Villa Park.
Plenty of eye-catching moments in this campaign. It's his nomination for Young Player of the Season.
Well, for all that possession that they had, haven't really provided a threat.
There's more for Tottenham.
Spurs.
Oh, ref, give it a break. That's just a simple knock.
And so
he's back on his feet, so he should be alright.
My initial thought is this is very, very soft.
Yeah.
It's just strong, but
it's strong,
to be fair to the officials,
not a foul.
It's a knock
Come on.
in the back rather than shoulder to shoulder. So it's a little bit naive, and I can understand he's penalised for that.
So, opportunity here.
Missing to Bilbao on away.
The visitors who have had opportunities in this match. And interestingly, some of their best chances have been chances that haven't ended up with a shot on goal.
Yeah, they've had situations rather than goal-scoring chances, haven't they?
Villa, is this a way to Barcelona? Bayern Munich, Lazio, Roma. The Villa boys are taking over. Champions League awaits for me.
Elon, I think he did go for the shot. Tell.
Hey.
By Asensio, and just a throw in.
It's a bit of a waste, isn't it, really? It's an area.
Also, chat, May 29th, Premier League final watch-along.
Still goalless between
darts, obviously.
Chelsea and Manchester United.
I did say we'll do some darts watch-alongs, and I'll do, obviously, watch-alongs a match play final in July, whatever that is.
Great.
And Jack, they can Tottenham retell. Let me tell you something.
More.
Ask the champion, he's probably chair for a minute. Tottenham get battered everywhere they go. Tottenham get battered everywhere they go.
Put it behind for a goal kick. Tottenham haven't really offered enough in terms of efforts on goal, but we talked about those situations.
Yeah, and it is more situations. So you see, was that the Heung-min Son shot that went over the bar?
Odegaard.
Oh, Odegaard, yes, the brilliant save. And the Aston Villa one was the Ben Davies and Ollie Watkins coming together, wasn't it? And that's the thing. They've been resilient. It's been a much better performance than the Crystal Palace one. But that goal-scoring threat hasn't quite evolved.
Torres challenge texting a friend, that's why I had to go after this. Still goals in the other game.
Aston Villa goal was technically an assist for Ollie Watkins, his 8th of the campaign. Only 9 players in the Premier League have more assists than him this season. Considering the Rashford affecting his own time as well.
Well, he's an all-rounder, isn't he, Ollie Watkins? With and without the ball, he's one of the best forward pressers of the ball in the Premier League. He's certainly
Asensio. Right, shall I get back standing?
a regular goal scorer, and also creates for his team as well.
Cash. Watchalong. Aston Villa corner. Feeling a lot better about themselves, but they know the job's not done.
No, they just need to be vigilant. If they can add another one, even better.
Konza's up again.
Konza's up again, it's corner.
So McGinn from the other side.
So McGinn from the other side, yeah.
McGinn.
Basuma there. Kamara.
First.
Matty Cash. Now Ian Madsen. Towards Ollie Watkins on my left hand side. I don't want to be in a stupid commentator for.
Keep the move alive.
Kamara. Ian Madsen.
Oh,
that could be a good ball, I believe. Going through to Torres.
McGinn.
Oh, McGinn! Wow, a great effort.
Great balance and strength there from McGinn as well.
Great balance and strength from John McGinn.
He's as strong as an ox, isn't he? There's a little flick out there by Torres that gets to him. He's allowed inside.
Yeah, McGinn allowed inside and had a shot and hits the side netting. Got McGinn. Ooh, Super John McGinn. I just start think you understand. He's an Irish man. He's better than Zidane. We've got Super John McGinn. We're back here. Asensio blocked.
Maybe the worst of them all.
Yeah, Morgan Rogers has been left really frustrated.
Rogers been left really frustrated with that. The subs aren't come on yet, which I'm actually surprised by.
Just wants to get into the game, doesn't he, Rogers?
Yeah, certainly not in the second half. It's not had a lot to go at. Look at that.
Obviously, guys, if you like Sean the game from Twitch, go follow that, of course. Most United fans, he's a football content creator, and I do watch that. I watch like Angry Ginger Man too. Most watch football creators on Twitch, I do. I ain't got a chance here.
Watkins. Now Moore, he's off the ball.
Oh, well they need a Matson. That is why we signed him. Shoot! Oh, I scored a banger with Cash a few FIFAs ago, FIFA 21. Back in 2021, I scored an absolute banger with him. Around the box on a volley against Man City. Actually, chat, should I upload one of my best ever goals on FIFA? Some of my best ever goals on all FIFAs. Should I do that, chat? If I still have some best ever goals on FIFA, should I do a compilation of like my best goals FIFA 21 to FC 25? Or FIFA 21 to FIFA 23? Obviously, let me know. Wish I had the shows like a little elbow protector now. Shit bastard. Ah. That's
is either will he take Son off to arrest him, or will Moore...
So, will Postecoglou take Son off? We'll see.
Bentancur is also going to come on. We spoke
Bentancur,
about it, they do need to still get minutes for these players.
Altenders in the sky. Yeah, BRA! Yeah, BRA!
Watchalong. Basuma. Camera. Rogers
always is it. We're working back in the middle, man. He's just so much better there.
Just comes Onana, that's...
Well in Onana.
And then another beaten to it by Bissouma, who gets it back.
Well in Kamara that time.
Again. Tottenham can easily turn it into a game like that.
The problem for Aston Villa is it's just one. It doesn't really matter
It's Torres.
how much you control a game. When it's just one, your opponent never quite out of it.
Follow. Because we got a best midfield in Marwell. Buba Kamara, Barker, Nana, Yuri and Varnavaro. Follow.
Torres.
Still nil between Chelsea and Man United, and my game's approaching half time. So the pressure's on Chelsea now, which is good.
Cash.
And the pressure's off us with us leading, but if we extend it by another, then that eases the pressure even more. Madsen. Onana. Konza. Get it to Rodgers.
To Rodgers.
Kamara.
Sensio on the move.
He's going for Kamara! Boubacar Kamara, his first Premier League goal! What a goal it is as well! But sincerely, Boubacar Kamara, the French CDM. Yes! That should mean if Chelsea continue where they are and we beat United next Sunday, Champions League football's coming back to the Villa. Get in. What a goal that was.
Inside and get a power strike away.
A rare goal for Boubacar Kamara.
Look at this goal doesn't happen.
It's brilliant from Kamara. He decided to go himself, and what a finish that is.
And it allows him just that little bit of room.
His second goal for Aston Villa in like what? In like what, 3 years at a club.
But it's a power-packed strike.
It's a power strike from Kamara. He can hit some, he can. And that was a great finish by him.
You have to say that's probably phase one of a two-phase plan to give them the best chance of being a Champions League team next season. They have to win both. For me,
they have to win both, and this one's going to be one. All but definite now.
The first Premier League goal for Boubacar Kamara.
Yeah. Unai loves that, and so do all the Villa fans.
His 69th appearance for the club.
His 69th appearance for Villa, and he scores his first Premier League goal. 69th Premier League appearance, of course.
That Konsa got as well. When you don't score many goals.
Yeah.
As Solanke comes on for Tottenham.
And Bentancur.
And Bentancur as well. Two players likely to start that Europa League final. Off goes Reguilon.
So this will be our 5th home win in a row to end off a brilliant home season. Here's Madsen. Oh, go on, McGinn. Go on, son.
Finishing with a flourish here, Villa.
What's he going to do? Oh, no, I couldn't do much with that. A corner. Make it 3-0. This game's more but sealed as a win. What an end to the season we're at then. This will be, if we go out the season with 10 wins and 11, that will be mainly why we got Champions League football. Villa. McGinn! Oh! Another could have got a touch on for free.
It's a nice right-footed finish. Wouldn't go miss for John McGinn.
Doesn't really shoot with his right foot. He did that time.
It's way too easy from a defensive point of view. Young Mikey Moore is left out there on his own. If that goes in...
Yeah, if that goes in, it's game over.
And
that puts it the first time this whole season, Tottenham Hotspur on a minus goal difference. So maybe not actually. Plus 2 goal difference still. If Tottenham finish 17th with a plus goal difference, that'll actually be really funny.
Too many times this season.
At this point, they're going to lose 1-0 to Brighton. They're going to end the season with a plus goal difference in 17th in the league. All obviously draw with them. We've got a best midfield in the world. Buba Kamara, Barcelona, Yuri and Varnavaro. Follow. We've got a best midfield in the world. Barcelona, Buba. Oh, no, I got it wrong. Buba Kamara, Barcelona, Yuri and Varnavaro. Follow.
For Spurs, Manchester City, Newcastle, Arsenal and Liverpool. Besides to have
this is prime second half performances, capped off by goals by Ezri Konsa and Boubacar Kamara. There's more to come. I'd say there's more to come with the time left. Well in Maatsen, well in Son. He's been brilliant tonight, Ian Maatsen. This will be a 21st defeat of the season for Spurs. Onana's down now.
Onana down after that challenge from Odebear.
It didn't look to me like there was anything sinister in it.
He slipped on the ball.
Yeah.
I think it was Onana slipping on the ball actually.
I think that's
what it's not serious.
Actually ends up standing on
oh,
the ball
it was.
and that sends him
It was.
There's nothing sinister in it.
What's his name now? For some reason I forgot his name. Odebear slipped on the ball and then went straight into Onana.
Bit of a right smart there.
Everywhere they go.
Sorry.
Tottenham get battered everywhere they go. Tottenham get battered everywhere they go. Everywhere they go.
In no time at all.
Tottenham get battered everywhere they go. Tottenham get battered everywhere they go. Everywhere they go. Well, in cash. He could have done better first time, but he did go out of time. And I'll be straight into the hands of Emi Martinez.
A really important little foot in there from Matty Cash, I think it was.
Tottenham get battered everywhere they go. Tottenham get battered everywhere they go. Everywhere they go.
Got it quite wrong, but
Tottenham get battered everywhere they go. Tottenham get battered everywhere they go. Everywhere they go.
Champions League race is that all the other sides have much better goal difference.
Europe again, Europe again, Europe again, ole ole. Europe again, ole ole.
But it's the other sides around them.
UCL again, UCL again, UCL again, ole ole. UCL again, ole ole. UCL again, ole ole. UCL again, UCL again, UCL again, ole ole.
Tuesday. Half time. Chelsea
0-0.
United 0.
If United take the lead, that puts loads of pressure on the Chelsea.
pressure is going to shift.
Pressure shift on the Chelsea now as us looking up to go win this game.
Aston Villa only 2 points behind Arsenal.
If Arsenal lose to Newcastle, we could still leapfrog Arsenal this season. Imagine that. Arsenal lose the time if don't qualify for the Champions League. I'll find that fucking hilarious. I would. Arsenal, after bottom the Premier League title, bottle second place as well. I bet Arsenal fans are like, do you honestly think you're fucking funny? They'll probably be Arsenal fans to us if they bottle it. And they're going to be like, look at yourselves, you're bottle FC.
Referee not interested.
Well, recently, of course.
Usually,
the 2000 Arsenal, that was just prime Arsenal in my opinion. Yeah, I think early 2000 Arsenal will always be prime Arsenal.
Not sure why his hands are on
his face. Anyway. He loves the Villa more than you ever know. Wow.
Super Sunday. West Ham United.
We need West Ham to do us a favour, although Forest are behind us anyway, so it doesn't really matter if they win or not.
We'll see them in level points with Manchester City.
He loves the Villa more than you know.
Which has turned into a very big one, it must be said.
Arsenal hosting
Newcastle. Arsenal still not assured of their Champions League place, and Newcastle would go above them with a victory at the Emirates.
Yeah, and Brighton Liverpool.
And on Monday Night Football, Brighton, who are in the race
for Conference League,
for the Europa Conference League as well, and so many of those clubs in that race looking to see this weekend.
Then Man City, Bournemouth. If Bournemouth
lose to Manchester City, and Manchester City host Bournemouth in their final match at the Etihad and a final home match for the
if Man City lose that game, that puts us in pole position between us, Chelsea and Man City. If Chelsea don't win tonight, then Chelsea have Forest on the last day. Forest could still have been a race for top 5 in Champions League. Imagine after all this, Forest and Villa are once in Champions League football, Chelsea and Man City slip out.
One goal from Spurs,
and then the nerves are back on us. I'll go and come out of that. There's no real sign of a goal for Tottenham coming. So we can just coast it here.
Rodgers.
There's Rodgers, he's going for it, he is.
Here's the surge.
The surge, but Asensio can't get in. And Danzo nearly gives Asensio a goal for himself.
Not sure we believe him.
Nottingham.
There's McGinn. He's been brilliant tonight. He has again.
Second goal did feel like a clincher, but one more, they wouldn't mind. It's a truly.
Spurs fans still chanting. Oh, so they've got a Europa League final coming up, so that'll be their chance again. That'll be their ticket to the Champions League. It's Tottenham after all, we're still qualified for the Champions League. That'll be absolutely insane.
Chelsea.
Or Man United, of course.
Just getting that 3 points.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't really care who wins it. So next season we can have six teams to be right for the Champions League from England.
I suspect it was a while ago.
We follow the boys in claret and blue. We even conquered Europe in 1992. The Villa boys from Aston. We travel near and far. You can hear us singing from the stands of Villa Park.
I think it was a while ago, wasn't it?
Absolutely. And it was Liverpool. Solanke.
Ryan Onana. He's been on it tonight. He has his Amadou.
For precisely that kind of intervention.
Amadou Onana. Amadou Onana.
Midway through the season, Daniel
Marlon coming on now. He deserves more game time, he does, because when he comes on, he's one of the most likely players in the squad.
Villa would have been hopeful that they'd be in the FA Cup final this weekend.
It's Cash. Surprised we haven't took him off, even though he's on the booking.
But Manchester United on the final day will feel like a final.
Yeah, that'll feel like a final, and we've got to win that game. But if Chelsea lose again to Nottingham Forest, actually, if Forest draw or lose to West Ham, and Chelsea lose to Man United, then we'll be alright if we drop points to Man United. But I think all we need Forest
from Aston Villa.
Actually, no, Forest will be somebody put behind us. Actually, never mind. So we need Forest and Chelsea to draw. If Chelsea United ends 0-0, then we need Forest and Chelsea to draw on the final day.
Scoreline for Chelsea, although that's a loose pass. And then mocked up again.
The Man City have got to face 2 teams who are fighting for Europe. But Fulham's European dream could well be over.
They can flip that over to the Chelsea.
I've ever coached against Brentford. If Fulham win that, then the race for Europe is truly on for them. And they're going to give it their all against Manchester City in their last home game of the season to go for Europe. Fulham have been a bit woeful recently, only 4 wins and 10, and the rest have been defeats. We've got McGinn.
It was really gross.
Super John McGinn. I just don't think you understand. Oh, McGinn to Asensio.
For Villa tonight. Here's Asensio.
I'd take another goal difference. I would. Even though it's not going to matter at this rate, with us being on +9 goal difference. But it would matter when it comes to Nottingham Forest. Asensio to Madsen. And then back to Asensio. No one there. But Romano anyway, it would remain.
It has looked like
2-0 anyway. Without there was 0-0 then, it wouldn't matter.
I know for that second goal he won't get an assist, but it was a brilliant run. Just gave Camera a little bit of space.
That's Moore down for Tottenham.
Moore is going to come off here. In any case, tough night for the teenager.
So, Ollie Watkins going for Daniel Marlon.
And Johnson coming on for Spurs before then. Ollie Watkins assists to his name. No goal.
Ollie Watkins, Ollie Watkins,
Future, of course.
Got an assist.
Villa supporters.
We don't know yet if Albion is asking me for the park, but hope not.
And we don't want to say it's his last game at Villa Park.
Yeah, we don't want to say that.
Other supporters. But if it is to be,
yeah.
What a player he's been for Aston Villa.
Yeah, what a player he's been for us. If that is going to be his last game for the club at Villa Park.
Money signing.
And Daniel Marlon.
Brennan Johnson and Richarlison coming on to get a few minutes before, obviously 5 days before Tottenham's Europa League final.
So, Moore looking gingerly off. He'll have his moments. Highly rated young players in the country. Goes
Odobert going off as well.
That moment when he was just needed the right touch to create the chance.
What song did Tottenham bring in? Because I swear Odobert was one of their January signings. Arrivals. Obviously, it's
selected by Postecoglou though. Come that final.
Son looked lively again.
Odobert came for Burnley in the summer. And Psyche was from Bournemouth. Obviously Archie Gray from Leeds and Bergveld from that Swedish team.
Richarlison.
So it turns out some of the signs Tottenham have made.
Concert.
Still going that Chelsea United game, but obviously hasn't kicked off for the second half yet.
Third straight clean sheet in the Premier League.
Third straight clean sheet for Emiliano Martinez. First time we've said that since.
Something to him, only 7 all season.
First time we've seen that for him. That's a foul and a free kick. First time Martinez in the Premier League has received 3 consecutive clean sheets. I think since last season. Hang on.
Ross Barkley coming up.
Nah, it wasn't last season. I think.
Onana's last contribution.
Onana's contributions. He's had a great game. He has Amadou Onana. He's been a perfect replacement for Yuri Tielemans ever since he got injured. And Amadou Onana. His last season, his first season of Villa has been a success for him. He's been, when he's been playing, he's been brilliant.
2 big factors in why he was signed.
Obviously 5 goals for Villa this season. Some bangers are on the way. Ross Barkley coming on, his first full season at Villa, obviously he was on loan at Villa in between 2021 season, but it's his first season permanently at Aston Villa, and he's been also a really good player. And his performance at the season, Ross Barkley, was the Leicester City game, where he basically carried us to victory. Obviously got a goal and then obviously got the first goal, which fired us into the lead. So I find it weird how all of Barkley's goals in the Premier League this season have all come at Villa Park. Obviously the Bournemouth game at Villa Park, the Palace game at Villa Park, and then the game between Leicester and Villa Park, which we won 2-1.
If Emery is to walk across to Postecoglou now and shake on this, would he do so? I don't think Postecoglou would admit it, losing the game, but we know what Spurs' focus is.
I think there's a need for time here.
Seen it before.
If there's another goal here, I think there's a need for not much added time here.
Yeah, they've managed the game. His team haven't been able really to lay a glove on Aston Villa. In terms of goal scoring, I can't really remember Emiliano Martinez.
Leon Bailey's coming on now for
save to make.
John McGinn. McGinn's played a great game.
One effort on target for Spurs tonight.
Yeah.
The Odobert effort in the first half. And off goes Captain McGinn, which means comes the armband as well.
It's Martinez.
And Martinez will take it on.
Martinez takes on the armband. John McGinn goes off.
McGinn's looked strong tonight.
Yeah, he's looked strong tonight. He has. Well, his better performances this season. John McGinn's been again a brilliant player this season, especially towards the end of the season. He was fantastic, especially our PSG game in the second leg, where he's absolutely brilliant. And the Fulham game he was fantastic too.
Maybe not quite this season.
Yeah, but he's not had the best of seasons this season.
1 or 2 injury problems.
I think his best game was by the Palace one, where he actually gave it to us in that game where every other player didn't. I think I probably gave him a 6.5 or 7 for his performance.
It's fine,
It's Madsen. Rodgers back in his natural position.
It's more comfortable side now.
Yeah.
Asensio.
Good play. Marlon.
6 added minutes.
6 minutes. There's no need if there's no need for this if there's like loads added time.
Cash.
It's Cash. Asensio. Barkley, hit one, son. Get yourself a goal, mate.
One more here for Villa.
One more, put the ice on the cake.
Asensio.
We only need one more, but it'll put security on it. Otherwise, the Tottenham squad probably got pushed for an equaliser. Second half been kicked off now. No, it hasn't yet. Between Chelsea and Manchester United. What's at Villa Park now? I don't think it's 20 wins. Wow,
they've looked
3 wins in the FA Cup
I think it was the score
at Villa Park.
the most uncomfortable before then. in all honesty.
5 wins in the Champions League, and then I think 12 at home. I don't know about that, but I think it's
Rodgers.
yeah, hang on a minute.
Corner near the end.
More near the end.
Also dominated 8 corners. Their 8th corner tonight to Tottenham's.
It will be 19 home wins this season, one of our best home seasons in recent history for Aston Villa.
Asensio.
And what a home season it's been for us, and we deserve a applause for this performance. Madsen got a call to shoot, they didn't.
Now Tell.
4.5 minutes left of the season at Villa Park.
Spence.
And we've had some memorable moments at this stadium this season. The win over Bayern Munich, had famous John Duran goal versus Everton, and the one against Bayern too. The near comeback versus PSG. The thrashing against Newcastle. The win against Man City. The win versus Celtic, and a load more. The win over Bruges in the FA Cup, not FA Cup, Champions League as well.
United as it stands, and we will point
and what else is there from this season to capitalise? The draw against Liverpool was a good game. But yeah, at home in recent seasons we've been so good in recent seasons at home. Ever since 22-23, I think from March 23 onwards we've been one of the best teams at home. We're one of the top 5 best teams at home. It's Bailey.
Urged forward late on.
Urged forward.
And well defended by Spence in the end.
By Spence. Good defending by him.
Really good defender.
You can hear us singing.
Solanke. It's been a strong away record at Villa Park set to end. There was many problems, then he something to happen. No chance there as Johnson plays it straight to Martinez.
Right there, he's still got it. And in recent games, he's been proving more crucial to us. He was brilliant in the Champions League. In April, at the start of April and March, his form went down for Martinez. But in recent weeks, he looks like more like himself.
Spot, isn't it? They've done their bit. A huge second half at Stamford Bridge.
Yeah.
Connected with Aston Villa.
Chelsea United kick off at the second half.
It's Richarlison. To get on with things, real frustration from Tell on the far side.
There's Rodgers on his preferred side.
Irritation. Rodgers.
There's Barkley.
I've given Tottenham praise tonight at times, but ultimately a 20.
This will mean we get, I think, 9-day rest until the game against United on the final day of the season.
Points on the board.
They'll probably be on the piss if they win the Europa League. Marlon.
Inside.
They're inside, they can't get it. Rodgers will pick it up though.
And
Rodgers deflected.
Maybe that touch from Danso stopped it going in.
Yeah, that would have been a great goal. That would have been the ice, the cherry on the ice on the keg out goal would have.
Didn't it? Is that going to bend enough? We'll never know.
We'll never know. Exactly. We'll never know.
So it was going in. Taking the corner short. Cash. Is
Asensio. Urged to shoot. And does. But it wasn't a great shot in the end. The season at Villa Park's coming to an end, folks. Hooray! Great season for us at Villa Park.
Well, for the Aston Villa supporters, high moments and low moments this campaign, but overall you have to remind yourself of the progress of this football club over the last few seasons.
Incredible really. Unai Emery has transformed this club. He's put
Unai Emery, build that man a fucking statue, please. He's been revelation in our years.
Consider this is only their 6th season back in the Premier League.
Yeah. He's going to get us back-to-back Champions League football. Hopefully, if we go and beat United on the last day, so it's not all confirmed yet.
It's long forgotten now.
Unai Emery's climbing on me. Unai Emery's climbing on me. Unai Emery's climbing on me. Almost had a mistake later on, and Torres just kicks it out. 15 seconds left of the Villa Park at home in 4:25. This will put us 4th in the table on the last day. That should do it.
This might be the last attacking moment of the game. Asensio Sliding it through, looking for Marlon. Danso on the cover.
That's it.
Villa surge into the Champions League places with one game to go. And their fantastic run of home form continues.
Yeah. Only 2 defeats at home all season.
Timing things to perfection.
That's a big win in a race for Champions League, folks. And that's the season at Villa Park over.
And a first Premier League goal for Boubacar Kamara.
Yeah, Kamara with the second goal, Konza with the first. Full time, Aston Villa 2, Tottenham Hotspur 0. A huge win in our race for Champions League football. And with Chelsea drawing at a minute, that is all massive.
Villa have their Champions League fate in their own hands.
One last time at home this season. I'll do it.
And on for Spurs, that focus clearly on the Europa League final.
Yeah, and it has been for quite some
I'll do it one more time at home this season. That's for country.
Disappointing Premier League form. There were some positives tonight. They were much better than they were Crystal Palace. I think the bright sparks were Son.
And it's yo Aston Villa.
They will be desperate.
I'll see you guys next time. Thanks all for watching. Smash the like button, subscribe if anyone's new. It's totally if you signed in, and turn the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos / streams coming up. Next Watchalong should be next Sunday versus Manchester United, the final day of the season. And will we get Champions League football? We'll never know until we get there. See you guys then. Hope you have a great day. And up the Villa! Yes! Another win at home. One more game left. Can we do it? See you guys.